What's going on, guys? It's day 17 Diddy trial update. Really quick. Uh, just let me say this really quick. All right. Today's testimony is the reason why there's has to be a call for new media. You guys really have to pay attention to what's going on. I said this in a previous video about things that the government do as far as why it's just basically just throwing a bunch of evidence out there sometimes, and it's like throwing S at the wall and just seeing what sticks. They really don't care. It's not about the truth. It's about necessarily just trying to put out propaganda, put out an angle, and then try to persuade people to believe in this angle, right? And I said this in a previous video. Just check out what I said. The defense is doing a good job. The prosecutors are throwing and trying to accumulate as much evidence as they possibly can and have it as, and that's just always what the government do, always just try to throw so much stuff to you. You see that? There you go. It's really a call for new media. Pay attention to who's reporting on some of these things, because this could be your son, this could be you, this could be somebody that you love. We all know the fact that what he did, it's on video what he did. What he did, does that account to RICO charges that would pretty much bankrupt him? He didn't make his money through selling drugs. He used drugs the same way that Mia used drugs. He used drugs the same way that Cassie used drugs. And they had S together. Listen, he did put his hands on probably some of those women. And if you're going to convict him, then convict him for that. But we shouldn't be here for a RICO charge to wipe a person's money away completely, because they definitely going to come after his money. And also give him 20 plus years. The crime does not fit the punishment. And again, you have to really pay attention, because this can be you. You think that prosecutor really care? That prosecutor don't care. Be honest, the judge don't care. It just is what it is. The only people that really, well, the defense attorneys care because they have a vested, they're invested. They getting paid for it. The longer he stays out, the more money that they get. I, I sometimes this disturbs me because I've been in that position before. Go back and check my video, the same video where you saw the clip from, right? I've been in this position before. I've been told with the government. They told my lawyer, hey, this is what we're going to say. So see if he would like the cop, knowing that I wasn't a driver of a vehicle. That's neither here nor there. This is another call for new media. You guys should be starting your podcast, giving your opinions. This is free. I don't get paid for this. If I do, that's cool. But to be honest, sometimes that's where the line gets swayed. These big companies, your Foxes, your all of these news channels, um, they are they have a vested interest to drive ratings. Period. If he gets convicted, if he gets convicted, if he gets free, they still have a vested interest to drive ratings. It's not about the truth. It's not about the truth. I hear so many people talking about the witnesses, and we'll get into that in a second. But if your witness is lying, you know they lying, you are meeting with them 27, 30 times to assist them in a lie to help you put somebody away for life. Think about that. Because 20 years is pretty much a lifetime for the most part. Well, when you're older, think about that. Think about that. Really, 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 really think about that. Because that could be you. That could be your son. That could be your brother. That could be your mother, uncle, father, whomever. Or just a loved one. And if the media sways the public because all they do is give you information. You take this information from these big publications and you take it as it's supposed to be true. They are supposed to give you report on facts or report on things that are supposed to be factual. But when you go to court and things come out and everybody, you like, where's all of this stuff is non-factual. So this person was lying the whole time? You liar! This person was lying the whole time? This person was lying the whole time?
You lying bitch. She is lying like a motherfucker. I know that. Ooh, this motherfucker's lying.
This person has a vested interest because they have a civil suit to get money. And she pretty much admitted her way of money is justice. That's Bryana. Now, we'll get into her in one quick second because I don't want to keep rambling on. But I just wanted to say that about the new media. Get your YouTube pages. Get your YouTube pages up. Just get on your phone and talk. Put it on your social medias. Let it spread. Because I promise you, if you don't, censorship is going to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And that's just a call for new media. And sometimes that's why I wanted to give my opinion. Because sometimes I do see people just reporting. It's like facts over feelings. Get your feelings out of it. You know, so many different people out. I believe the victims, the this and that, and that's your feelings. Because we can't cast any dispersions on anything until all of the facts are presented. The facts does say they've caught several of the government witnesses with incorrect testimony. That's a fact. How can you have incorrect testimony? That means it's a lie, right? Man, pay attention. Pay attention. I'm telling you, pay attention. All right, anyway. I just had to get that out. Sorry for my ramble. Back on the stand today was Bryana, and she got caught in several different lies. She basically was talking about her. She said her lawyer wrote her civil lawsuit up. Come to find out that she's saying that he didn't sexually. I mean, S.A. her. She was saying that the time when he was supposed to happen, the hanging off the balcony, supposedly, he wasn't even there. He was in New York. Think about that. I would rather people just come out and say the truth. Like, listen, this is more of a revenge thing for me. He kind of treated me bad, and I just want to stick it to him. That would come off so much more. What do you want to say? That would come off so much more unique. But at the end of the day, these people have vested interest. She has a vested interest. She was trying to sue. She said out her mouth, Bryana said her version of justice equals money. And so does the other people. We had one video that he brutally hurt Cassie. Cassie got her money. Cassie also said, like, man, I don't even really hate him. We do know what he did to Cassie. And if you're going to convict him, convict his ass for that. But don't come up with a bunch of BS from a district attorney who trying to make a name off a celebrity. Because that's not justice. She also testified to the way that he picked her up and things like that. Let's listen. Bryana has been. Miss Westmoreland made her look really bad today. Really bad. I mean, not even made her look. She just exposed her. She got exposed. Several different things she testified to. She just got exposed. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Now we have Daphne Joy is on the stand. Really don't want nobody saying her name, but I think it's out. The cat is out the bag at this point in time. It just is what it is, and she hasn't been testifying to so far. It just started. She pretty much saying that just talking about the relationship things that they did. She basically saying that he paid her rent. Kind of dangled that in front of her for her to keep along with the freak offs, which she calls hotel nights. He told her that, hey, I'll give you a stipend, 10 bands a month, 15 bands a month, whatever. And he was paying her rent. Told her, hey, listen, if you don't really, she said, because she told him plenty of times that that she didn't want to continue. He said, hey, listen, well, I can't keep paying your rent if we're going to break up, but I'll give you 3 months. She chose to stay otherwise. Listen, let's just call it what it is. She just a paid, I like how the other lady said, prostituta. Hey, man, listen, got to call it what it is. This is new media. This is not that BS. It's not that BS cookie cutter. It's just, boy, it irks me sometimes. We got to start reporting the truth. People have to search for the truth. Stop settling for what you see on the news, because it's not always the truth. Sometimes you got to dig a little deeper and really figure out what is the true meaning behind this. Is DRGO behind this? They'll make you look crazy. They want you to think, man, DRGO is a conspiracy on it. Are they? How do we truly know? We've seen crazier. Because if they're going to come in there and just keep lying, then what's the difference? So are we supposed to believe a lie and not feel like we crazy on that? Everything is on the table at this point. Because I've seen, it's almost like a public just, hey, we're going to come out, put this guy on a stake. We ain't going to hang him, but we just going to strip him naked. Strip him of all his money. Just embarrass him. Just let's see how far we can embarrass him. And if we can send him to jail too, we do that too. Of course. But at least if we can take his money and embarrass him, make sure no company ever messes with him again, for the most part, we could do that. Anyway, I'm just rambling on. I'm about to end this, man. I just had to get that out. Bryana, I don't even know how to pronounce her last name. Boglan, something like that. Fraud. She's a fraud. She is a fraud. Caught in a lie. She's a fraud. And we're going to end it just like that. You know my slogan, I don't even know if I got it out, man. It's me, the mad trucker, man. If you knew better, you do better. One's cool, but two's better. I'm telling y'all, pay attention to the new media. Stop settling for these BS line A big news channels, because they lying to you. Man, let's do away with the lies, man. I'm out.